right service at right time at right cost.
और हम सब जानते हैं जमाना बड़ा तेजी से बढ़ रहा है। आज के युग ने ऐसी इक्विपमेंट को इजाद कर दिया कि वो बीमारी को ढूंढते भी हैं और बीमारी का इलाज भी करते हैं।
So I thank Elite for this opportunity given to me, and all the honorable guests on the dais and all the guests on the other side of the dais. I come from Broadcast Engineering Consultant India Limited, and we are a government PSU 100% owned by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And sometimes people think that how broadcasting has to do with health or with other areas. But actually we have diversified. Once we are into technology area like broadcasting, we can bring real value to this sector as well. So I am presenting new approach in healthcare, and just have a look at a small video.
राम राम जय राम भाई, राम राम।
राम राम सुखदेव भाई, राम राम। ठीक हो? तुम बहुत ही कमजोर दिखाई दे रहे, तबीयत तुम्हारी कुछ ज्यादा ही खराब लग रही है।
हाँ जयराम भैया, बुखार है कि जाने का नाम ही नहीं लेवत, इसीलिए वैद्य जी के पास गए रहे दवाई के।
अरे कोई डॉक्टर से दवाई ना ली?
अरे आप तो जानत है कि हम जैसन लोगन की जिंदगी रोज कमाओ और रोज खावत पे चलत है, और शहर के डॉक्टर की फीस तो आप जानत है हम कहाँ, और रहे से अस्पताल के खर्चे कमर तोड़ देते। भैया पता नहीं आगे की जिंदगी कैसे कटेगी।
देव भाई तुम बहुत ही जल्दी निराश हो जाते हो, तुम चिंता मत करो। अच्छा सुनो भाइयों, आप सभी इधर आ जाओ। आप भी सुन लो, ये आप सबके काम की बात है। आज हर प्रकार की अच्छी चिकित्सा हम जैसे लोगन के लिए कम पैसों में मिल सकता है।
वो कैसे भैया?
देख, गांव के जो प्राथमिक चिकित्सा केंद्र हैं, उन्हीं के माध्यम से शहर के बड़े बड़े डॉक्टरों से इलाज कराने का मौका मिलेगा।
सच में भैया?
हाँ, और 100% सच, लेकिन तरीका अलग है।
वो का भैया?
कंप्यूटर का नाम सुने हो?
हाँ भैया सुने भी हैं और कंप्यूटर देखे भी हैं।
तो बस यही समझ लो, वो बड़े बड़े डॉक्टर इन कंप्यूटर के माध्यमों से हम सभी का इलाज करेंगे, और हमारे स्वास्थ्य मित्र हमारी जांच करके प्राथमिक चिकित्सा केंद्र के डॉक्टरों से सलाह मशविरा करके हमारी बीमारी भी बताएंगे और सही दवा भी देंगे। लेकिन उसके लिए हमें अपना आधार कार्ड दिखाना होगा।
सच में भैया आपने बहुत ही बढ़िया खबर सुनाई।
और तो और, अगर कोई भी स्वास्थ्य केंद्र में सीधा जाना चाहे, वो सीधा जाकर लाभ उठा सकता है। उसके लिए किसी ऑफिस में चक्कर वक्कर लगाने की जरूरत ना भैया।
वाह भैया वाह, ये सब सुन के तो जैसे हमारे भीतर की सारी तकलीफ दूर हो गई।
ठीक हो ना भाइयों, खुश हो ना?
You've seen a small video. The main problem today is that the last mile person who is in a villager who is not perhaps educated, he doesn't know what government is doing. On the one side, our Honorable Prime Minister, our ministers, they keep working, our officers keep working in making policy and schemes, but a person in the last mile, he doesn't know what are the schemes, what are the facilities, what are the things available for him to avail it. And we want to pitch ourselves. One of our jobs of our Ministry of Information Broadcasting is to educate people about what are the government schemes and how it is being implemented and how they can take advantage of the schemes and take benefit out of the scheme. And some of the wings of the Ministry of Information Broadcasting like DAVP, then Directorate of Field Publicity, Song and Drama, through all the various together Press Information Bureau, they would like to reach to the last mile that what are the facilities available. Now herein, our objective is that how the healthcare services can reach the last person. The 5 pillars that I'm putting before you, as a thought today to the people, especially Dr. Pandey, who is representing HSCC, who's making the hospital, how we can bring synergy into these 5 pillars is improve efficiency in the delivery of the healthcare services to the last mile, easy and seamless delivery of healthcare schemes, whatever government schemes are, and link it with the correct identification of beneficiary using Aadhaar, and inclusion of IT, of course, to transform the healthcare platform. So these are the hospital management, various issues which are, when you go to the hospital, reception, logistic, doctor management, all these processes, it can, as we already discussed, can come through the ICT. Now the need of the hour is to have an IT-enabled end-to-end hospital information management system, which of course UP government, the other governments are implementing, and we want to bring synergy into it, that how we can use this platform to bring in this last mile services to the people. So the structure is like this. There is one data center, there is communication network, there is user system, over which is the infrastructure layer of the hospital, and then the hospital information management system. Then the workflows for various departments, there will be different workflows, and accordingly document management is a very important thing of hospital. Reporting engine is also very important. And then you have got various disciplines like ortho, gyno, x-ray, blood bank, admin, billing, discipline, all together. They combine together to make us a hospital management information system. Now when we talk about the person in the last mile, how do we reach to him and how does he know what is his problem? Now we looked at some of the tools. One is of course a mobile diagnostic device. Instead of a person coming to the main hospital all the way from the village, if he can have a device that can reach to the last mile in the village, and this smart device, which is a very small handheld device weighing just few kgs, it has a system by which 1 or 2 drops of blood can be taken on this device, and it has got various kinds of cartridges. One cartridge can do the blood profile, the other cartridge can do the liver profile, and you put the blood drop in the cartridge, and then cartridge is inserted into the machine, and within minutes you get all the parameters of the patient about the blood or any other diseases. There are several cartridges which can be for different kinds of lab tests, diagnostics tests, and immediately this can be linked to a centralized hospital, district hospital, or anywhere centralized, or this can have at least 1,000 data stored of 1,000 people, and can you can dock in into wherever you have got a bandwidth available to give it to the centralized place. In this manner, you can actually profile a patient right in the last mile in the remotest part and can bring it to the centralized place, district hospital or primary health center, wherever the facility is, so that the doctor here sitting can diagnose whether this patient need any kind of help, if he need to be brought to the hospital or not, and various other decision making can happen. The second part is that telemedicine is another one area. Maybe some of the private people maybe around here who are into the field of telemedicine. We being from the audio video field, we understand that bringing in those good quality, high resolution signal from the remote area to the central location, that is what we have been doing, and this is what we we can do. So telemedicine, when we say there is a shortage of doctors across the country, how does a doctor reach? And our Director General was Health Services was saying that doctors do not want to go into the remote area or small villages or small places. So we can have a good panel of doctors sitting at one centralized hospital, district hospital or other hospital, and through telemedicine, through the pictures that are brought in through various devices, whether it is X-ray or whether it is endoscopy, those reports, brought into a panel, a control room, whereby they can look at those pictures and can decide about patient, what kind of treatment will be required, and can provide telemedicine. So availability of specialized medical services, healthcare services through remotest corner, through this telemedicine, can be done. Of course, already government has a lot of scheme by which, this mobile vehicles are there, and this can further be again connected to the telemedicine, to the, mobile handheld devices, and, medication can be done to the remotest area. So, so we have got grassroots level problem is no medical profile, difficult to carry medical tests, no historical data, complex process to get benefit from the health schemes, required to carry multiple cards, difficulty in visiting distant locations, unavailability of specialized medical care at the last mile. These are the grassroots problem today a common citizen is facing, and this is where we want to address it. So if you look at the flow chart, it looks like, one is, I'll talk about two flow chart. One is that how do you profile a health profile creation at the ground level? So what we do is, we check all those data through those remote devices and find out collect all those through these, remote handheld devices, all the data, and then, bring it to a centralized storage facility, which can be at the district center, which can be at the central location as well. And, this workflow goes on, whether this patient has got a profile already in the, the storage. If it is already there, then the new data it updates, and then, looks at the other thing that it checks is, whether this particular person can be covered under any of the government healthcare schemes, though the system checks out with it, and then, that together helps out, to give the services to the patient. So in this way, once a profile is created of a patient, it can be regularly updated. If the country and each of the state government department and the center departments together, we all join together and bring a synergy into, that we have patient's profile in a centralized location. It will take time. It's a very vast job. But once it is created, even, we ourselves look at it, we go for a health check, a few years back we've gone in, but, it will be there somewhere in the cupboard, 5 years back, what was it, 10 years back, what was it. But if there is a centralized profiling, we are able to know that, okay, as we grew up, what are the parameters that got distorted over a period of time. And same thing, a hospital can a history of a patient that comes in, which becomes very easy for a doctor when it looks back that, these are the changes and the various parameters which has happened. And using the analytical tools, it can be a great help for, any hospital, any doctor to recommend what is good for the patient. So this is the health creation profile. The second workflow that I'm showing is, this is providing healthcare services. So as Panditji was saying, we are seeing hospitals sometimes crowded with people because they do not know what is their problem, and they all land up into hospital, because they feel very sick. So this is where, this system can be, whereby, it can, the process can check out whether, the ailment is of serious nature or not. If it is yes, then only he need to go into the next process. Otherwise, he can be given medication. The second question that we, check out is if it is serious, does he need hospitalization or not? If it is not, then the medication can be given. If it is, he needs to be hospitalized, then he need to check out, whether this person is covered under any health scheme so that the hospital can take care of the expenses and, the patient can be given those benefits accordingly. So it is, the proposed development is, to link up with the Aadhaar for the unique verification, to link up with the government schemes, to find out whether the person, can be given any of this benefit, and above all, whether he needs to come to the main hospital or not, or can be given, medication at the remotest area. So this is what, we are proposing to bring a synergy in, so all these things together. So I'll just skip all that. We've already talked about it. So when we look at it, so the total concept, is the requirement gathering, then the system designing according to the requirement from the state to state, from location to location, then solution delivery, and then operation of maintenance together. We want to do as a turnkey solution in the ICT domain, whereby, it's not only the hospital management information system, but linkages from the remotest areas through the RF field, through the fiber, through, video conferencing, whichever way, telemedication, all the technologies which you already understand, to integrate it and customize it, for various requirement, as it is. Thank you very much.